Right, so the reason I decided to become a teacher is I can remember just loving to learn. I really enjoy learning, even from a little girl. Growing up the only child in my household, I can recall playing school, playing teacher, filling out those extra workbooks from school, and just really having a love for learning. And I also had some amazing teachers that encouraged me and motivated me and caused me to have that love for learning. So I want to be one of those teachers. I love working with children. I want to be one of those teachers that inspires my students to have a love for learning like I had when I was a child. The best part of my day is definitely the mornings, that initial interaction with the kids when they're coming in. I like to set the tone by standing outside my classroom and greeting each one of them in whatever manner they want to be greeted in, and just getting them motivated and getting them excited about what's about to take place inside that classroom. I like to motivate them with some positive music playing, so when they walk in, they're going to hear the music. Hopefully they're going to feel energized and also know that Mrs. Gill is prepared to give them 110%, and I want them to also be prepared to give me 110% in return. Mornings are definitely the best part of my day.
My favorite thing about Miss Gill is that she's so kind and respectful. I think that she's voted a Teacher of the Year because she's so nice. She likes to listen to other people, and she's very kind. And my favorite thing that she do is help. When she helps, she believes in others, and she always thinks that we can do it. My favorite thing to do with Miss Gill is to learn math, because whenever I do math, she helps me, and I get a question wrong, she'd be like, "You got this, just keep practicing and you'll get it." How I want to remember Miss Gill is the best teacher in the world, being so kind and respectful for all of us, and she's so nice to the classroom. I don't know what I would do without Miss Gill.
I think she's a special teacher because she's always so nice and kind to us. She always believes in us, like you can do it, like stuff that's really hard. And I think she's awarded for Teacher of the Year because she's so kind. She's kind to everybody in our classroom, to everybody outside of our classroom, and yeah.
Miss Gill's the greatest because she encourages us. She's nice to do. Also, like today, whenever we were doing this fun game that she letted us do, it was very fun. We got to keep some new things, and she likes to help us out with a bunch of things. She makes us all feel special by encouraging us and making us feel good and making us have fun things to do in the classroom, making us have fun science stuffs, and that's about it.
Congratulations, Miss Gill. We love you!
I became a teacher because I love being around children. I love hearing them laugh and watching them smile and seeing the joy in their faces when something goes well for them. I think there's not a greater gift than just the love and the joy of a child, and just knowing that I've been a part of them succeeding, I think is one of the greatest gifts of being a teacher. So again, the best part of my day is just the smile and the laughter. I love seeing the light in a child's eyes when something has clicked. Especially in my case, it may have been something that's taken a while to click. So just knowing that I've been able to help them get there is just such an amazing feeling. So my greatest hope for my students is just that they can reach their full potential and just continue to grow and be lifelong learners. And I hope that I inspire them to do that, and that I can be a part of them reaching that and just continuing to grow in their life and be the best that they can be.
Mr. B is nice because I like it here. Mr. B is sweet, and
I play games. The noise. I like Miss Sophie because she's nice. Miss Sophie teaches us math. She's kind. Sometimes we get to play with toys. And whenever you're done, she puts the brain back on TV and we dance. This is Miss Sophie. Thank you for being my teacher. I like Miss Tippy. She's nice, sweet. She's good to me. She teaches me. She does letters, play games, do math, being the best teacher in the world. She makes me happy, and being the best teacher in the world. Bye-bye.
The best part of my day as a classroom teacher is always that small group, and I'm very fortunate now as an EL teacher. That's all I do is small group instruction. I feel it's very personal. I'm looking into their eyes and seeing, and I can tell if they're getting it or they're not, and I can immediately adjust what I'm doing to meet their needs. And so that is my favorite thing, is just that intimate time at the table where we're going through a lesson and doing an activity. We learn to read and write and love school, and that's my goal, is to have kids love to learn, and that when they leave me, they still love to learn, and that they learn that kindness matters and that working hard matters. Connecting with my EL students actually came much easier than I thought it would. I'm not fluent in Spanish, though I wish I was. Sign language is my first language. My mom and dad are both deaf, and so I was the translator. I was the interpreter between my parents and the world around us, and so I get it. I understand where my kids are coming from. My greatest hope for my kids is that they continue to love learning, that when they leave me and they go through life, they're not afraid of approaching something new, that they'll look at it and go, I can do this. That's my goal. And that they keep that kind and gentle heart that they have as little kindergarten, first, second, and third graders, and that they hold on to that and are able to hopefully find their calling and find what it is that they love to do, and that we've exposed them to so many different things that they do find that one thing that calls to them, and that they change the world doing that thing.
My favorite thing is the way she teaches. There's like always an activity, and it's really fun all the time. There's normally an activity to it, and it's always really fun, and that's why I like having her as a teacher. That she's always really fun with the things she does, and she always tries to have the kids, and she helps the kids have a lot of fun. I think she's Teacher of the Year because of the way she teaches, and she's always fun and kind, and that's what makes her such a great teacher, and that's why I like her as a teacher.
Favorite thing about Miss Smith is, like, she always try to make stuff fun for you when you don't want to get up and do anything. She always makes stuff fun, and she's very smart, and she like helping kids. Every time I see her, she give me a hug, so I feel like she cares about me a lot.
My favorite thing about Miss Smith is the way she used to teach us sign language and a lot of different things, a lot of different words to say in sign language. That's my favorite thing about her. She's a really fun teacher. Like, when we were in school, we used to come in and we used to have a lot of fun activities to do. I think she was the Teacher of the Year because she's a really good teacher and she teaches a lot of fun things.
Congratulations, Miss Smith. We love you.
Well, this is my 38th year in kindergarten. My entire tenure has been here at Hart Academy. The best part of my day is walking into my classroom. And then at 7:30 when that bell rings, those little people come in the room, it's like, good morning. I am so excited. Kindergartners are so acceptance of you, and they will love on you for just the little things. They are like little sponges. They soak up every little thing, and it gives me an opportunity to take this really raw seed and nurture it in a way that they become who they were purposed and designed to become. My greatest hope or desire for them is to build continuously on the foundation that I try to set for them here in kindergarten. But my main thing when they walk in that room in the morning is to know that they're entering in a place that they are wanted, they're going to be loved, they're going to be nurtured with whatever their needs are. And when you create that type of whole person, the academic comes next. That's how I want to be remembered. I'm gonna make me cry now. I want to be remembered as the teacher that loved them. I want to be remembered as the teacher that saw them for who they were. I accepted them for who they were. I want to be remembered as the teacher that would go the extra mile. I want to be remembered as the one that never gave up on the bad kid, because there are no bad children. I want to be remembered as the teacher that ultimately just cared. I'll teach them, but I don't have to be remembered for that.
I like Miss Howell because she had my brother in her class. Miss Howell's kind, and she's fun. Miss Howell reads to us. She reads Junior B. Jones, and she's the best teacher ever. And I just love her. I love you, Miss Howell. Because I like her, because her nice. She is kind. She's a great teacher. My favorite thing is learning. I like when she reads books. She loves me. She's the greatest teacher ever. I love you, Miss Howell. I like being in Miss Howell's class because she's nice. Because she's respectful for me and all the class. I like to come to school because it's fun learning about stuff and numbers and letters. I think she's the best teacher ever. I love you, Miss Howell.
I love learning. I always loved learning. I want to inspire children to learn. When I was growing up, I kept a dictionary by my bed because I thought words were so cool, and so I use the character Mav to try to help my students fall in love with words and to learn new words. I love dressing up in crazy characters and inspiring them to try to keep learning. I just think learning is really cool. I think school is a great place to be, and I want to help children realize that. So those are some of the reasons that I became a teacher. My greatest hope for my students is that their human potential would be unleashed. Dr. Stephen Covey, with The Leader in Me, once told his brother when he graduated from college, his brother said, "What are you going to do?" He said, "I'm going to unleash human potential." And I love that phrase, and I want to do that for my students. I want them to realize their potential. I want them to realize they can do anything. I want them to grow up to be amazing, compassionate, empathetic people who help others, who go out and are successful in their community. I want to inspire them to keep learning long after they leave the walls of the school. I want them to grow up to be amazing parents. I want them to sing to their children. I want them to read to their children. I want them to remember back and think, "Oh yeah, what was that song my crazy 5th grade teacher taught me? Let me sing that to you." I want them I hope that they're inspired to continue learning throughout their whole life. And that's my hope for my students.
My favorite part of Miss Leopard is how she just is so happy all the time, and she'll help you with anything if you need it. So.
Did
Miss Leopard makes me feel like I'm the only person in the world a ton of times because she'll, even if you need help with your work, she'll connect with you about it. And if we're reading a book or something, she makes you really feel like you're in the book with all the characters. This year I've read like 300, 400 page books, and like this year's the only year I've actually got involved in really long books. And it's also because we've had like 3 reading studies this year, and we do vocabulary with it, so you learn like really cool words like loquacious and taciturn. And also, I think she deserves to be Teacher of the Year because she is so special to everybody. And I've had Miss Leopard twice, so I really think that she should be the Teacher of the Year because she's special.
My favorite part of the day is when I walk in the classroom, see her smiling face, and know that today's going to be a great day. But I know she's always caring, loving. She's always respectful to us. She's like the best teacher on this planet. She makes the day fun by dressing up as superheroes, and there's not many words to describe it. It's overall just fun, and it's the best part of my day. Because usually when you're in school, you're like, oh, I don't want to go to school today. But this year I'm like, I want to go to school today. I want to have Miss Leopard. She was awarded Teacher of the Year because she is loving, she's caring. She's like the best. She's also the best teacher on this planet. I've said that multiple times. My favorite part of the day is when I walk in the classroom seeing Miss Leopard smile. That gives me encouragement, and I know that today's going to be a great day.
My favorite thing about Miss Leopard is that she is always coming around if we don't understand something, and she's always making sure that we understand the subject that we're learning.
She dresses up like superheroes, and she helps us with our words and our grammar, and it actually helps me focus on what she's teaching a little bit more. Even though she's the teacher, she still respects us too.
Just ready for the day. She's always smiling, and I just really love being in Miss Leopard's class. And we were playing this game with our health teacher, and one of the cards said Miss Leopard. We were playing headbands, and so one of the kids said everybody loves her, and the next turn where he got to guess, he guessed it right, and he said Miss Leopard because everyone loves Miss Leopard. I can't imagine a kid who would never love Miss Leopard. Yeah, so I came from Indiana, and the first day of school I was really nervous, and as the year went by, I really loved Miss Leopard. I can't believe how lucky I am to get a teacher like this for my first year actually living in Alabama, and she's the best teacher. AIS is the luckiest school to have a teacher like Miss Leopard.
Congratulations, Miss Leopard. We love you.
I became a teacher because my mom was a teacher for 12 years, and she passed away in 2001, but to hear the stories I've heard over the years of how she made learning an experience and just the joy and passion that she brought to her job was inspiring to me and made me want to do the same. But I also had really great teachers when I was in school. I mean, dozens, too many to name, that poured into me and just really solidified that desire to come into this profession. And I would just also say that there are lots of kids who just need a positive influence in their life. And it's my belief that the 100 some odd kids that come through my classroom every year were placed there by God on purpose for our paths to cross, and for me to do the best that I can to be a positive influence on them. My greatest hope for my students, and I've told every class I've ever taught this, is not that they go on to be some English literature professor or something like that. How much they learn about English is really inconsequential to the fact that I want them to become decent people and to show good character and to treat others with respect and to know that they've got someone in their corner for their life. And if anything ever goes wrong or if they need someone to talk to, they've got somebody in me that they can come to.
My favorite thing is how nice he is to all of the students here. He plays a lot of games and he teaches in a lot of different ways, so yeah, it's fun. Yes, he says we always need to have character. He always says that when we're reading and things, we always need to make sure that we're loud in things and that we're always making sure we're writing things right. Yes, he does really support me, and he really does think I should be the best me I can be, because he is always telling us to push ourselves when it comes to reading and things, tells us to read because reading makes you smarter. I think he was chosen as Teacher of the Year because of how well he teaches and how he treats his students and things.
I like that the book that we just finished reading, and I like how he can play around, but then he can get focused again. I like that about him. I think he was chosen because he's really nice and super funny. He's just a great teacher. I like how he kind of puts a humor, like when he's like telling stories and like teaching us stuff, he always makes it fun, and he always puts a little jokes in, and it makes us all laugh and makes us really happy. Mainly his stories about when he was young, and he really is like kind of a chill teacher, and he doesn't really he's like strict and stuff, but he isn't too strict. He's a perfect teacher. I think he was chosen because he's so nice to his students, and he pushes us to do our best.
Congratulations, Mr. Looney.
I became a teacher because after being in the Army for about 3 decades, I've learned a lot of life lessons. So I felt that the best way to give back to my country and to share those life lessons with my students is become a teacher, and being a high school teacher is even better. The best part of my day is waking up in the morning and driving into the Athens High School parking lot and just seeing the flag waving in the breeze. And when I see that, it just reminds me and it reminds us of how special and how thankful we should be. And then, as the day progresses, I get a chance to greet my students, and they come through the door, and I ask them how the day has been going, and that just kind of makes my day as well. Well, the JROTC motto is to motivate young people to be better citizens, and so that's the ultimate goal. And I know, just like statistics tell us, most people won't join the military, and most of my kids probably won't. We've had many that do. But we're just trying to build character and build citizenship. So if I can just impart that upon my students, I've done my job. And I don't care, where they go, but I want them to be successful in whatever they decide to do.
Well, he tries to motivate all of us to help others, and if our other cadets are doing something wrong, that we should call them out, which he tries to talk to us about a lot. And mostly just following the correct order of things, because if you're going to do something, you should do it right instead of just doing it to do it. I think to me is that he takes a special interest in each of the kids here. He's not just in it to teach or to make money. He actually wants to make a difference in all of our lives and help us achieve what we want to achieve. You could say that because he's an Army instructor that he might want us all to go into the Army, but he's really just here to help us get wherever that we want to go. He talks to me about things that aren't just JROTC. He'll ask me about my interests, and he'll ask me about college and how things are going, and we'll just have discussions that don't have anything to do with class. You can just talk to him like he's your friend. I 100% feel like I'm a better person, not even just mentally, but also physically. When I first came here, I was maxing out at 250 pounds. I dropped down to 173 now, so he's helped me not only lose weight and find commitment into doing things like this, but he's just helped me get where I am now, which I just got accepted to the University of Alabama, and I don't think I really could have done a lot of it without him.
He's a really great teacher because he's really understanding, and he's kind of very open-minded. He makes sure everybody's in their best well-being, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a lot more responsible after joining JROTC. When I first signed up for it, I was in 8th grade. And I only joined it because I wanted to work out and stuff and get in shape. And then after I found out what it was about, I became a better person. I stopped getting in trouble as much. He always puts our best interest first. Whenever he makes a decision, it's solely because of how it affect us in the long run. If we need to stay here for a long time until like 9 o'clock at night, he'll be like, hey, do you guys want some food? Yeah, he cares about us a lot, and I know he does. He has a good sense of who can do what, and that's how he like takes care of like, you know, responsibility positions. So yeah, he's real good with that. He's a great teacher. We do most teaching because that's just how, you know, because, you know, as a responsibility we gotta, but you know, we gotta start somewhere, and he taught us all that. So he's like kind of like a father figure, kind of. I think he was a nominated teacher of the year because he's amazing. Like, he's a great person. Like, I don't know anybody in this school that doesn't like him. You know what I mean? Like, he's the type of person, like, if you never met him before, you can just tell he's a great dude, you know? He's kind of intimidating at first glance. He's very intimidating. But like, once you, like, when he speaks to you, it's like, yo, he's real chill. When I first joined JRTC, I always thought, like, man, this guy's no joke. I gotta take him serious. But after a while, I started realizing, no, he's cool. It's all good. Congratulations, Chief Chambers.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest here in that the best part of my day, honestly, is the most unstructured parts. The parts where maybe we're hanging out in the maker space, or we're doing a STEM project, or hey, there's 10 minutes left before you go home, and we're just talking. And getting to know each other and finding about their hobbies, and they're making me origami birds, they're telling me about their pets at home. And I really feel like this is that relationship building is the foundation of what happens in my classroom. I think if children and human beings are like this, I think that empathic link that we have, if we don't nurture that, if we don't use that as a funnel to co-create, right, our perception of the world and what it is, I think that's missing out. And I'd really think that building those relationships with them is really paving a road, and for us to be able to travel on and experience that together. And I love just watching their curiosity when you give them some free time and they want you to participate with them. They want to create with you. And so when you have this unstructured time, it's not the, hey, teacher, go sit in the corner. They're like, you know, Mrs. Bounds, come here, I want to show you this. Hold this, or what do you think about this? And then we get in these conversations and we discover things together. And that becomes in that unstructured time, that unplanned time. And I tried to make sure that there is actually some of that time during the day for us to do that, so that, again, one, we can build that bond and that trust and that relationship that education and can grow from, but also because it's just what I'm fascinated with. I want kids to be curious, and if they do nothing, if they leave my classroom, that's what I want.
Okay, Miss Bounds is really fun, and I like the stuff she has us do is also really fun and things. She's a great teacher, mostly because she's fun and she's nice, and she helps you with stuff that you're a little confused about. Well, this school is definitely a lot more at home. There's definitely a lot more at home, and this school has, I actually think, less work, maybe a little bit. Congratulations, Miss Bounds.
I like Miss Bounds because she's really kind and happy to help whenever you need help. She makes school fun by doing cool experiments in science. Like, we made an eye, like a working eye that shows an upside down image, and a paper cup telephone. The best part of my day is definitely science. This is different because I don't have to go every single day of the week, and I don't really have to pay for my lunch, and it has way less kids, and even though it has a small cafeteria, I still have a lot of friends. She just cheers you on and helps you whenever you need it. So it's like, if you don't know how to do it this way, you can do it a different way, and she can show you how to do it. I think she won because she's kind and outgoing, and she makes just learning fun. Congratulations, Miss Bounds.